Okay, so I am excited about this green cleaning. Our environment's important to us. We know that toxins and chemicals are all around us, and they're affecting our lives. They're affecting our families, our children, our pets, ourselves. And the toxins, the chemicals that we're exposed to every single day affect our respiratory system, our immune system, our hormone endocrine system, our skin, our eyes, our breathing. There is so much that is affected by the chemicals around us, and we have the power to change these. We have the power to simply and effectively remove a lot of the chemicals that have found their way into our homes because they were on our grocery store shelves. They were convenient and we didn't know any better. We know better, and when we know better, we can do better. And I'm here to help make it simple, because if it's complicated, if it's hard, I'm not necessarily going to take the time to do it. I'll want to, and you probably can relate to me in that. We have a lot going on in our lives. So let's keep it simple. But I want to share some really compelling reasons why it's worth taking this time and making this effort in this springtime where we think about cleaning and airing our homes out anyway, to block out a little time, maybe just an hour or two, one afternoon, to make this happen for yourselves. These are those things at the stores, and when you walk down that aisle, when I walk down that aisle, I feel bombarded by scent. I feel my throat get a little tight, my head start to feel irritated, and that's just walking past it. They have really strong smells because we want to have our home smell nice. So let's look at some of the chemistry, some of the things that we've brought into our homes, maybe, and ways we can change it. Now, phthalates are found in air fresheners, in dish soap, even on toilet paper. This is the thing that they put in there to make it smell good. You know, my son went out and got this because he wanted his bathroom to smell really nice. And I appreciate that, honestly. However, the things that we may not be familiar with phthalates is their negative effects on our bodies. These are known to be endocrine disruptors. Studies have shown, studies done by the Harvard School of Public Health and the Center for Disease Control have found that things like this and those things we plug into our wall, the scented toilet paper, those chemicals actually mess with our hormones to the point that men with high phthalate levels in their bloodstream have been seen to have reduced sperm count. It does also affect our skin. Okay, so think about how it can be affecting our hormones. Hormonal issues, infertility, things like that are on the rise, and there's reasons why they are on the rise. Let's remove one way that we can be contributing to those hormonal problems by clearing phthalates out of our home. What are we going to do to replace that? Because we want our homes to smell nice. I want my son's bathroom to smell good. So let's talk about diffusing our essential oils. They are powerful good, and they add value not only to our homes and to the smell, but also to our bodies. Now, I have a little diffuser like this, and I actually travel with it when I am staying at an Airbnb or a hotel. They often use those phthalate-laden chemicals and plug-in air fresheners. And I'll take them out and put them in a drawer because we'll start to get a headache. I will, if they're in the air and being pumped in at me. And I'll put my diffuser on. It fits nicely in my suitcase. It's also, you can have a diffuser in your bathroom, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, wherever you want to be changing that. Purify is a great oil to clean the air. A couple others that you might not think about juniper berry, super refreshing and a really nice air purifier. And On Guard, which not only helps to make it smell like Christmas, but also to clear out and reduce the maybe the things that our kids have brought home from nursery school or from work, or coughing and runny noses. This can help clean the air out from that. So a great thing to diffuse. Another benefit of diffusing our oils is opening our airways, using oils like Breathe and eucalyptus and peppermint. Lavender to help offset the seasonal things that happen when the trees are pollinating and such. And side benefit, we get positive mood enhancement when we smell these different oils that are diffusing and doing all these jobs for us. Another way that we can freshen up our home is by bringing plants in. And there are a number of plants that can actually reduce and pull out toxins in the air. So let's get rid of the phthalates and let's change our air quality in our home with plants and with essential oils. Oh, and if you want to spray, like my son likes to spray, doTERRA has these in the back office that you can open up, add some water to, put in your oils, and spray away. So yay for that. All right. Perchloroethylene, PERC. This is found in dry cleaning solutions, spot removers, carpet and upholstery cleaners, and it is a neurotoxin. That means it is toxic to our nervous system and our brains. It is being researched to see if it is also a carcinogen. So do we want neurotoxins in our homes? More and more people are dealing with things like our nervous systems being affected by health issues. And we can reduce those risks by getting rid of perchloroethylene in our homes. How are we going to clean our carpets and our fabrics, though? We can naturally do that. We want to keep on top of it because these perchloroethylene things are very effective and very damaging to us. So we're going to use something gentler, but that is effective as long as we stay on top of it and maintain and clean our carpets and other fabrics. So here's one great cleaner, and I'm going to be sharing the same couple of natural products over and over. You'll notice that it doesn't take a lot. This is like my cleaning supply builder, along with a big bottle of white vinegar, super cheap and super effective in many ways, as you'll see. So we can take just a little bit of Castile soap, some of the white vinegar, some of the water, and just a few drops of essential oils. Ones that are really good for cleaning carpets and fabrics and stains are Melaleuca, also known as tea tree, and lemon is great. Lavender is really good. Be careful with lemon. It is a brightener, and so it can lighten fabrics. It may be a really good thing, but you want to know about it. And you can put it in a spray bottle like this for spot cleaning, or perhaps this one again. So that's one way that you can do a carpet cleaning. Another way that I like to keep my carpets, my mattresses, my fabrics really fresh is to use baking soda. And I'll put it in a mason jar, and I'll add my essential oils to it. I love using the citruses, lime, lavender. And during this time of year when the trees are pollinating, putting lemon, lavender, and peppermint in here, shaking it up with the baking soda, spraying it out, or putting it on my mattresses and on my carpets can really add to the support of my body during this season and reducing allergic reactions in my body, rather than adding more neurotoxins, possible carcinogens, and irritations to my respiratory system. So again, oh, and then I would vacuum up after it's been on my carpet or my mattresses. So a really great way to take care of our carpets. All right, let's move on to triclosan. Now, this has gotten a lot of attention recently. Oops, I've just skipped a page in my notes here. Most liquid dishwashing detergents, hand soaps, anything labeled antibacterial likely has triclosan in it. Anytime you go to a restaurant or a hospital and you use the hand pump to clean your hands, it probably has this chemical in there. Now, this chemical has come under a lot of attention because what we're discovering is while we're trying to make things antibacterial, the bacteria are finding ways to work around it. And that's affecting the ability of our medical system to have effective antibiotics when we get a skin or a body infection. And that's led to much worse things in our health. So, question, can we reduce bacteria clean without this triclosan, with something that's more natural, which is more difficult for bacteria to create a workaround on? Of course we can. So we can make liquid dish soap, again, using the Castile soap and lemon, lime, and citrus bliss oils. Can you imagine the smell of this dish soap when you're washing? Lemon, lime, and citrus bliss, all of these citruses, they cut grease. They really help us clean things. And I know my husband in the garage even uses them for all that sticky stuff that, you know, can happen when you're working on furniture and things. So this is a really good way to clean. Another type of dish soap we can use, or hand soap that doTERRA offers, is the On Guard Cleaner. And on the side, I don't know if you can see it, it actually tells you how much you would use for dishwashing, for a multi-purpose cleaner in something like this. For when you're working in a bathroom, you're gonna want it a little more concentrated. And with tough jobs, you can actually use this straight, which is really handy. doTERRA also has hand pumps with the On Guard in it. So On Guard, we know in clinical studies, has been effective against those things that we're trying to get rid of when we're cleaning. So here's the On Guard foaming hand wash, and you can just pour it right into these refillable bottles. And then you can reuse these bottles for things like the liquid dish soap and others that we want to have around the house. All right, let's see. Moving on to quaternary ammonium compounds, something I had never heard of. They're called quats. And what I have heard of is people whose children, and I know Ange Peters mentioned her daughter is one of them, and I know people personally whose children's skin is super sensitive to any chemicals in the laundry. So the dryer sheets or the fabric softeners and some of the, even the, you know, laundry detergent that has fabric softener in it, they would have these quats. It is a skin irritant. In fact, let me just read what it said here in my notes. One 10-year long-term study of contact dermatitis found that one of the leading culprits of contact dermatitis, skin irritation in people, has been these quats, this chemical in our fabric softener and dryer sheets. It is also thought to be a culprit and connected to respiratory disorders. So you have clothes on you, you're drying your face with the towels. You want these things to be soft, and you want them not to irritate your skin and your lungs. So can we change this and have a fabric softener, have something that makes our fabrics nice and smell good without these quats? Of course we can. So to make a fabric softener super easy, here's my favorite vinegar. And you can add a couple drops, just a few, of peppermint and create a fabric softener. Fill this up, put a little bit in, use that half cup thing, put it in during the rinse cycle. It helps strip away the detergent from our fabric so that we don't wind up having on our skin the laundry detergent that again has chemicals that our skin is absorbing. It's going into our bodies and adding to that toxic load. So this fabric softener that we can make and add to the rinse cycle can actually help reduce toxins even more by rinsing out the detergent. You can also make your own dryer sheets with those wool balls and add a couple drops of essential oils on them, or spray those wool balls with some vinegar and the essential oils that you love, and it'll come out smelling really nice. Let's move on to 2-butyl-oxyethanol. All right, this is a chemical found in window cleaners. I went around my house because I'm going to use this as an excuse. We moved in October. Things got really busy and I didn't have a chance to make all my my green cleaning products, which is why I'm doing it today. But my family went out and they bought Windex and they bought 409, and both of these are really common. You may have them in your homes. And do they clean? Yeah. Do they irritate your throat? Yeah. And do they have other health risks? Yes, they do. Do we need them to have a clean home? No, we don't. I also want to just share a story from a book I read. It's a book on kids' health. It's called Perfect Health for Kids, and it has Ayurveda in it. But the story is about the author and one of their children who, from a very, very early age, had that constant runny nose, ears, skin irritation, respiratory issues. They were in and out of the doctors and the hospital trying to keep this kid breathing. What they started to notice was that things were worse after the house was cleaned by the cleaners, and he would keep getting worse. So when they took the chemicals out of their cleaning supplies, their son miraculously started to get better. So we oftentimes look at the person's body and think the problem is there, when the environment is what's contributing to the irritations to the skin, to the respiratory system, to the eyes and the ears, nose, and throat. So let's reduce the toxic load on our children, on our pets, on ourselves, so that we can have more vitality, so that we can be freer in our homes. And when we have less toxic load on us, our mood is elevated as well. Let's just be honest about that. A couple other things I want to point out, just in case it's like, oh, but I love my Windex, or I'm just going to use it up. The chemical, the glycol ethers in these solvents are really powerful and potent. And when you have high levels of it, and let's just say you're cleaning your bathroom, your shower, your sinks in this small little enclosed space, you're exposed to a lot of this chemical. It can contribute to narcosis, pulmonary edema, and severe liver and kidney damage. Now that's over time. So let's help our house cleaners, if you have them, be protected from these toxic loads that can really damage them long term, and protect ourselves and our families from breathing all this stuff in. There are easy ways to change it. Let's do that now. So this all-purpose cleaner is fantabulous because white vinegar and lemon oil are powerhouses at cutting grease and getting rid of gunk and yuck. And so cleaning our stainless steel appliances, cleaning our windows and our mirrors are awesome with this. Let's just take one of these. We'll put our little label on it. We've got our white vinegar again. We've got our lemon oil again. And just some water, right? So and when you use these, you're going to want to shake it up, right? Because water and oil do kind of separate. So you want to shake it up when you're using it. But man, it works really, really well for cleaning anything greasy in the kitchen, counters, and it smells great. Now, let's say your kids pick this up and start playing with it. It is not going to hurt them in any way. It may actually help get the gum out of their hair or the pen or marker off of their bodies. I know my son drew all over himself when he was little. And you could actually like stick it in your mouth and spray, and it's not going to hurt you. So why would we not switch to something simple like this? All right, let's hit this. I think this is my last one. I want to keep this short for you. The sodium hydroxide. This is found in oven cleaners and drain openers, and we like to have it in our home because it's powerful, and we want these things clean, easy, and quick. However, these are some of the most caustic of the chemicals. It can cause difficulty breathing and swelling of the throat just when you're using it properly. And if we have this in our homes and our little kiddos get a hold of it, it can cause caustic burns in the throat, on the skin. It's nasty stuff. Do we need it? Or can we open our drains and clean our ovens more naturally? I think you know the answer. So, our Castile soap strikes again. We're going to use the baking soda, which really helps with the scrubbing and helps like break things up that may have been baked on. Our vinegar, once again, and wild orange. My husband swears by this when he's cleaning. Instead of using solvents, he's an artist. He's got all those like all those paints and things that kind of are hard to clean off your brushes, off your hands. He loves the wild orange and the citruses for cleaning that. So it's going to work for our ovens too. Now you want to add the water to it and make a paste and then put it all over in the oven. Let it sit for a while. And my trick, what I like to do, is I'll put like a washcloth that's damp over top of it so it stays kind of damp. And that helps kind of break everything up too. And then you can scrub it off with a toothbrush or a little cleaner pad and do that multiple times so that it's nice and clean. But man, it's going to smell great, completely non-toxic, and be really effective for cleaning. So let's switch out from all those chemicals that somehow found their way into your home and mine and reduce the toxic load on our environment and on ourselves. Now I've got my little oils. This is my stash that I've mentioned in our cleaning little webinar here. And if you want to learn more, if you want to get a little kit of these cleaning oils and bottle supplies, reach out to me, message me, and I'll help you out. If you are already a member, you can see that in our group. And if you do reach out to me, I'm also going to give you some nice recipe sheets for other essential oil, green cleaning things. A couple different options for all-purpose cleaning, window, multi-surface floors, which we didn't really talk about, different mattress fresheners, and some other great tips. Let me see what we have on there. Oh, wood furniture cleaning, shower cleaning, tile and grout, toilet bowl, and fruit and veggie spray. So reach out to me and I will send that to you with a little bit of information on how to get the essential oils into your home. One final note, this is a money saver for us. I like to spend money on things that are important to me, and I like to spend the least amount of money necessary so that I have more to do those other things with, like charity, travel, and gifts for family and friends. So if you think about baking soda and vinegar and even the Castile soap, because you're using such a small amount of it, super inexpensive. Glass bottles are going to be a little investment at the beginning, and they're going to last forever. And the essential oils, you saw me in this little webinar talk about how many drops. It was like 2 to maybe 10 drops. They're like the citruses are, I don't know, 1 or 2 cents a drop. And I'm looking for like the most expensive ones are like Melaleuca lavender and peppermint, which is maybe 3 cents a drop. So think about how much money you'll save. But not only that, I want you to think about your health, your children's health, what we're teaching them about how to clean and care for our environments. And know that over time, you'll see more and more, you'll feel more and more vitality in your body when it's not constantly having to fight the toxins of the cleaners in our environment that are supposed to be making our home clean and better. So join me, let's have a revolution, and let's change the way we feel and the way we move in our environment, and take care of our environment better too. Hope you have a fabulous day and are inspired to go make this happen. And reach out to me and comment below and share what you've decided to do and how you're moving to a greener clean in your home. Thanks for tuning in.